Gemini, hello, Amanda here. Welcome to Unseen Hands Healing. This is going to be your shift reading for the month of September. So we're looking at the shape you're shifting out of this month, the shape you shift into, and what that shape shift looks and feels like. Gemini, before we get into cards, the image that's coming to me, this is interesting. So first, it's very specific. Maybe this means something to someone, or maybe it's just a very specific way of conveying this energy. But it's like, I saw you looking up some sort of chute, it's like this tube, and you were looking up this tube and an orange started coming towards you. Listen, I don't know, I just go with what comes. It's really strange. I agree. So the orange is coming down the tube at you, and you move out of the way so that the orange can come down, and it's a little unexpected. You're like, oh, okay, this orange is coming, and you look up the tube again and another one comes. And then you look up the tube again, and then it's like a whole bunch of oranges just dump, whereas it's like, here comes one, here comes another, and then once the seal has been broken, or once that movement starts, then they all just come blah, 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 tumbling out. So this is interesting. And then this kind of argumentative energy came in that feels like Gemini to sort of come in and contradict for the sake of an expansive perspective on something. Gemini came in with this energy of the Jeanette Winterson novel, Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit. So again, maybe that means something to someone, but I thought that was interesting, this sort of contradictory attitude coming in of oranges are not the only fruit. It's what does this mean? Okay, so how I'm interpreting it so far, and maybe the cards will help us here, but the way I'm interpreting this is that once you're looking up some sort of channel to see if anything's going to come your way. And it doesn't look like anything's going to, and then it does. First, slowly, and then all at once. There's this big load of abundance being dumped out. So maybe this has to do with the slow drip kind of communication. Once you start opening up, then just everything comes tumbling out. Or maybe this has to do with some sort of revenue, or some sort of reward or result from an action you've been doing, or from something you've been working on. It's okay, it's starting to come in slowly, and then all of a sudden everything comes at once. This is very curious. I want to see what else. Yeah, Master Maker at the bottom of the deck. I'm like, Gemini, what are you doing? What are you up to? So we're using the fairy deck today. The fairy deck has been speaking to me in personal readings a lot lately, and so I'm not surprised to see it coming out here for September, for the September shift readings. So what is the shift for Gemini in the month of September? Lovely. Yeah, Gemini, what on earth are you up to? Wow, this is awesome. Okay. I'm just gonna arrange this. I'm gonna arrange this. Yeah. All right, I'm liking it. I'm liking it so much. Your shift goes like this. You're shifting from the topsy-turvets to the fairy who was kissed by the pixies. Okay, and what I'm seeing from this actually is looking up the chute, and instead of one orange at a time, it's all of these oranges at a time, all trying to squeeze through this chute. And maybe it's kind of overwhelming, because the amazing thing about this card is the way that you don't really know which way is up when you hold it because of the way it's designed. It could be any direction. And so there's sort of a spinning kind of feeling that comes with the topsy-turvits. Okay, so I have a feeling that whatever this is, the way that it's coming in so quickly may be like turning you on your head or sending your world spinning. Just the sheer amount of what's coming through. Again, that's going to be different for everybody. What's coming through could be revenue for you. I hope so, right? What's coming through could just be like a sudden influx of community or a sudden burst of communication or sharing from someone in your life. Like, I think this is going to be different for everybody, but it feels, whatever it is, it feels like a real blessing. And it also feels like it's a lot to handle because it sends you kind of reeling with the topsy-turvits. But again, it's really positive. You feel kissed. Okay, look at all of this. It's like you've been kissed, blessed, if you will, by all of this wonderful energy that's here to kiss your cheeks and make you feel loved and cared for and validated and supported. It's all really, really positive. I love that. So then what the shift looks and feels like for you, also really interesting. Mike the Myomancer, the Spirit Dancer, and the Undressing of a Salad. I mean, like, yeah, if this isn't Gemini energy, right? I don't know what is. So with this energy, what I'm getting from Mike the Myomancer, myomancy is like looking at something very, very close up, specifically the patterns and movements of mice. Looking at the patterns and movements of mice to garner meaning, sometimes in the form of prediction. Okay, so it's like Mike the Myomancer, mice to me represents details. So you're like, there's this energy of really honing in on the detail of something. Again, like looking up that chute to see what's going on and getting this really close up look. And then it's almost like all of this abundance comes in, all of these blessings come in and sort of like whap you on the head because you're looking so closely. It's like you're not backed up enough at first to receive a load so large because I don't think you really see this coming. You know, I think there's something about this that, you know, you're up close because you're expecting something small. You're looking for something small, for small movements. But I think Gemini, a major load is coming in. It's like this major abundance of influx. And I'm getting that it's like, what's that phrase? I'm going to get it wrong. You can't see your nose despite your face or something like that. It's like you're so close to it that you can't really see, and then all of a sudden it just like whaps you in the head. But the good thing is it's something that you really desire and something that you really, really want, because while it's a lot to juggle, right, the undressing of a salad, once you dress a salad, you can't undress it, you know? So this card speaks to being able to do the impossible. And look at this person's juggling an awful lot here. Juggling an awful lot to make it all work. It's like all of these oranges have suddenly come in, and so it's like, okay. You take this one and I'll take this, and keep passing it along, keep passing them along. All right, you're dealing with such an influx of energy that it almost feels impossible, but here you are, Spirit Dancer. It's like launching you into something so beautiful. Look at that. This energy coming towards you is so strong and so freeing and so exciting that it's just like it's major movement. The Spirit Dancer, okay? There's this like movement coming towards you that's just making you feel kissed. It's like all of this. Yes, it's a lot to process and it's a lot to figure out and juggle to keep all of this in the air now that it's coming in, because again, it's more than you expected. But now that it's here, what a blessing. Gosh, Gemini, what on earth is this reading talking about? This is really exciting. It's just so sweet, and I can't wait to figure out a little more info here. So I'm going to take this into an extended reading now, keep pulling cards and see if we can get some more information about this for you for September. What a beautiful shift, my friend. Okay, Gemini, thanks for watching. Take care. If you'd like to see the extended reading, just click the link in the description box below. That'll take you over to Patreon. Okay, Patreon is an online community that I've created for folks who are enjoying my work and want to follow at a deeper level. So go ahead and check it out over there. Read the description when you get there so you know how a patronage works, and then I'll send you the extended for September. All right, Gemini, take care. And again, I think you're a really intuitive soul, and I think you've known this is coming. You just couldn't quite figure out when it was going to happen, and so I think you kind of stopped expecting it. You know, it's like you're thinking, because it wasn't really coming, you're really thinking small and looking for something small, and then all of a sudden here comes something huge. You know, it's like when you get hit. This has happened to me in my own romantic life, where like you're dating, and then somebody comes walking through the door and you just know, you know, it's like, okay, this is a really big energy. We have a really huge connection. This is an important relationship. You know, and it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be friendship. It can be a mentor or something like that. Like someone comes into your life and it's like, oh, here we go. I stopped expecting something like this. And that's just when it hits you.